I'm going to show you how to install the international keyboard on your Chromebook, meaning that it'll be easier for you to type those accents, upside down question marks that you might need in Spanish. So to install it, come down here by the clock, click the clock, and at the top you'll see the gear, that's the settings. Under settings on the left hand side, go to advanced and languages and input. In the middle of the screen, click languages and input again. Towards the bottom, you see input method. We see the US keyboard is enabled. Well, we're going to add another keyboard. So under manage input methods, check mark US international keyboard. Now, if I go back, I see in the input method, I have two different keyboards. To enable the international, simply click it. Now you have the international keyboard enabled and you can close your settings. Now to type these accents, let's say you want an accent on an A. So I'm going to click the apostrophe. Nothing happens until I type an A, and then it'll show up on the letter you want. If you needed a capital, click apostrophe again. Nothing typed shows up, but then do your shift and letter just like you normally would. At NA, you're going to hold the shift button and then hit the tilde. That's at the top left under the escape key. Again, nothing shows up until I type my letter N. For upside down question and upside down exclamation, you have to hold the right Alt button and then either the question or exclamation. Now the right Alt button is to the right of the spacebar. If you look at your spacebar, you have two Alt buttons. You must use the right one for this to work. So Alt, upside down question mark, Alt, exclamation, and I get the upside down. Now, let's say you're typing in English class and you want apostrophe S. So let's say you're trying to say Carla's. Well, if I click apostrophe S, then I get the accent on the S. But if you want to avoid that, click your apostrophe, a space, and now you can see it appears like in English. Now, if you're typing a lot in English and you don't want to mess with that, you can easily switch back to the US keyboard. So down here at your clock again, now we have INTL, short for International Keyboard. Click that. Right in the middle, there gives you an option for keyboard. You can click back to US keyboard and type like you would before this. So a really easy way to toggle back and forth. But normally you wouldn't even need to. You could just use the international keyboard as is.